I have a new addition to my doll family. Let's see who it is. We have a Takara Tomy Neo Blythe. Why Blythe? Allison Katzman. That's why. She created Blythe. She's a person who put an idea into action, an idiopraxist. And Juko Wong, who revived Blythe, another idiopraxist. This doll is a Natasha Moore. She was released in March 2008. On ichigoheaven.com, it shows that she was sold for 126 US dollars in 2008, which is the same as $197.67 today. I bought her for $222, free shipping. She didn't appreciate in value very much. Let's talk a bit about Allison Katzman as we open the coat. Allison was an independent artist before joining a toy design company called Marvin Glass. She worked on many projects before Blythe. Baby Be Good, Baby This and That, Don't Cry Baby, a version of Holly Hobby, Mary Englebright as Pet Shop, Bakery Shop, Vet, Grocer, Florist, Gardener, something called the Emerald Witch, and Wonder Whims, which were soft, part animal, part human toys. Now, Allison, she was gunning for the Barbie market. She wanted to create a fashion doll, and she needed a new idea. She thought of the idea in 1970. It came to her when her daughter came home with contacts that were olive green. They were too dark. They had to be replaced, but it gave her the idea that she needs a doll with everything that Barbie has, plus changeable eye colors. So as I pull out the stand here, I'll say a couple more things. Why the big head? Well, practical reasons. It has to hold the eye mechanism. The stand is made of plastic, black matte plastic with 4 petals, and it has a post. Post has a black waist holder. Gordon Barlow was the chief engineer at Marvin Glass, and he was also a senior partner. He designed the eye mechanism. And that's why Blythe has a hard plastic head. The base post fits in only one way, and the part that goes around the waist is of a soft molded plastic. So you could pull it if you were a kid. You could break that thing. Allison was a bit upset about the hard plastic head. What doll has a hard plastic head? They have to have the Barbie-like hair. She has to have everything that Barbie has and changeable eyes. So that's why they designed that soft vinyl cap that snaps onto the hard plastic head. According to Allison, the people at the company voted on the name Blythe. Blythe was the boss's favorite niece or granddaughter's name, and everybody thought it sounded like a nice name. Here we're looking at the stockings. They are very delicate mesh. They're trimmed with lace, and these would definitely not be kid-friendly, but they are very well made. They're very nice. They took Blythe to a few shows after they made her prototype, Ideal, the Ideal company, rejected Blythe, but Kenner took a chance, and the dolls were on the shelves in 1972. Here we have the shoes. They're ankle strap heels with pointy toes, made of soft rubber and little flower details on the ankle. Bag is made of black satin. This is the one that can be converted from a shoulder bag to a clutch. It has a gold chain, it looks like an anchor style chain, and a gold buckle bow detail on the front. You can't open it. There's just a little bit of paper in there, probably top secret. As you can see, it's very nicely detailed. Let's talk about our other idiopraxis, Junko Wong. She was working as an image maker, basically TV commercials and advertising for department stores. When she saw photos of Blythe, done by a New York photographer named Gina Guerin, and in 1999, at a party, Junko just happened to meet Gina. He showed her a picture of Blythe, and she immediately thought, Junko that is, this is perfect for Japan. Okay, the glasses are Ray-Ban styled frames, and the easiest way to put the lenses in and make sure that you don't get fingerprints on it is to use the plastic that the lenses came out of and use it to push it into the little grooves where they belong. As you can see, these definitely look like Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans for Blythe. Now I'm pulling out that sticker that we saw earlier. The sticker we saw earlier is attached to the jewelry. Natasha Moore's jewelry. You can see the necklace and the set of dangly earrings. Now, Junko kept Blythe in mind. She was freelancing for a while, and then one of her friends that she knew that worked at a place called Parco said that they were setting out contracts to see who would like to do a Christmas commercial for them over the holiday season. And Junko said yes, and I would like to use Blythe as the model. In fact, she put in her bid, she did her commercial, and Blythe, the doll, won the contract over a famous Japanese movie star. The commercial was called Have a Blythe Christmas. As I work on freeing her from her box, let's learn a little bit more about Blythe. Now, at the time that the commercial Have a Blythe Christmas was running, Junko organized an exhibition of the Blythe photographs taken by Gina in Japan at the same time. People wanted the doll. The originals had already become a collector's doll. Parco got the rights to make the doll because people were calling them constantly. Where can I get this doll? Who is this doll? How do you get this doll? I want to buy the doll. So Neil Blythe was born. They chose Takara, the company Takara, to make the doll. It's now called Takara Tomy. They made Jenny and Lika dolls, but they assigned Blythe to the hobby team, which is probably why HobbyLink.com describes her as a kit. which allows you to complete a posable doll with real fabric clothing. Because the hobby team does all of the, I don't know, the figures that you can put together. But they did describe her really well. They describe Blythe as Blythe makes a big splash with Natasha Moore. Purplish wine, red hair, slightly pursed lips, and a cute beauty mark make this doll highly desirable. Not to mention her camisole and skirt combo, topped with a dashing black and white houndstooth coat, perfectly matching bag, and awesome shades make her a star in anyone's book. The first doll was Arco Limited. They only made 500 and it was put on sale on June 23rd, 2001. Junko, when she checked on the doll in production, she thought the doll looked bald and she pressured the hobby team to put in more hair. Natasha Moore has a superior face type, little cleft chin that I've noticed. She has fair skin, moss green eyeshadow, smoky pink lip and blush. Her hair color is purple. Her default eyelids just have eyelashes. She has unpainted nails, a beauty mark near her mouth, and one set of earrings. She comes with a coat, dress, tights, gloves, bloomers, necklace, earrings, bags, sunglasses, shoes, head accessory, and a stand. Purple front special color eyes, green eyes to the left, pink to the front, and blue to the right. Well, it's time to get ready with Blythe. And I'll tell you a little bit more about Blythe. It wasn't long before the design team wanted to know about the person who designed her, because that first edition sold out and she was becoming very, very popular. So Junko's husband did some detective work and set up a meeting. So Allison and Junko arranged to meet at a Blythe show in Chicago. So there were two idiopraxists together to talk about Blythe and how she's evolved. Junko's company, CWC, is separate from Junko's retail store, Junie Moon. You can think of Junko as the artistic director of the dolls at CWC, what they look like, fashion and accessories. And you can think of Junie Moon as this income source. So CWC creates each style from scratch. The company employs all women, 15 designers as of 2014. Then they send the design to Takara Tomy, who takes the design, makes adjustments, sends it to China, gets a pattern made. And Junie Moon, again, is Junko's retail store. She has to buy Blythe from the distributor just the same as anyone else. She likes to think of it as a fundraiser for CWC. There are certain things that Allison has been asked about Blythe over the years, and one of the things that she is very adamant about is that she's not based on those keen, big-eyed child drawings. She said no way Blythe was ever influenced by those miserable little orphans. She was not originally supposed to have a friend called Sky. And her opinion of boy Blythes, she said, wouldn't sell. She did say that some of her friends told her that Blythe's eye size scared kids. This fact was true. Allison designed all of the clothes and accessories for the original bride, but the company changed the fashions to little girl clothes. She was pretty upset by that and thinks that that's probably why the sales weren't as great as they could have been. Another thing that Junko shared is that the Lika division of Takara Tomy, they didn't want to share her body with Blythe. I think Blythe came out on a Lika body, but I'm not sure. Okay, my thoughts on Blythe. She is an adult collector doll. There's no way she's a child's doll. Not her shoes, not her delicate accessories. Everything can be broken very easily by child's play. None of her accessories are built out of heavy duty plastic like Barbie accessories. So you do have to be careful, and it makes sense to use some tips and tricks to put her outfit on. It seems that when she was released, many fans had just some ideas, suggestions as to where her name came from. Natasha Moore. Natasha Moore. Well, at that time, there was a romance author named Natasha Moore, and they thought, well, maybe she's named after that. But I think since she was released in 2008, maybe she was designed in 2007, 007, like James Bond, who was played by Roger Moore. That could be a possibility. Maybe they chose Roger Moore instead of Sean Connery or David Niven or George Lazenby, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig, all who were played James Bond. Maybe Moore is easier to spell in katakana. Also, she could be named after Natasha, as in Natasha Katakova. Do you know who she is? Natasha Katakova is the Black Widow. She has red hair. She's a spy. And in 2006, Marvel put out a single-run Valentine's issue with a Black Widow story drawn in an anime style. Maybe that was very popular, and that could have influenced her name. Just thinking. Maybe she's named after Natasha Moore webtoon that came out in 2006 and streamed on AOL. Natasha Moore was Princess Spy Student. You can still see the webtoons on YouTube. Now, I tried emailing CWC with my ideas, asked them if I was on track. I haven't heard a response from them, or didn't hear a response from them, and at first I thought they must think I'm crazy or something. But then I got a reject notice, a mailer demon, that said that my original email didn't go through. I still might send it. I hope you enjoyed watching my first box opening video. Maybe you learned a few things you didn't know about Blythe. I certainly did. So let me know, where do you think Natasha Moore got her name? Was it the romance author? If you're interested in where I got my information, links are in the description box below if you want to learn more. And if you want to see Have a Blythe Christmas, I'm going to track that video down and leave a link down below as well.